Campus Hustlers with Fatima Zakaria. What do fashion, business, and law have in common? Our guest today has managed to blend them all together seamlessly. She is a law student, a marketer, and a fashion designer, all rolled into one. Let's uncover the secret to her success. Hi, welcome to yet another interesting episode of Campus Hustlers, your weekly dose of entrepreneurial spirit unfiltered. I'm your host, Fatima Zakaria. I'm an entrepreneur, corporate event anchor, a voiceover artist, and of course, I am a podcaster. Joining me on today's podcast is Fatima Muhammad Musa of Teams Collection. She is a 300 level student of law from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Fatima is a marketer. She sells a variety of goods, especially wearables like abaya, hijabs, men caps, and a lot more. Also, she is a fashion designer during holidays. In short, she's more of a marketer in school and a fashion designer at her comfort zone. Let's welcome a youngpreneur who is making waves in both the legal and fashion world. Hi, Fati.
Hello, dear. Thank you for having me today.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad you are. So what sparked your interest in marketing and fashion?
Okay, first of all, actually, I'm a fashionable person. I love it when I see Muslim wear those long gowns, dressed in a way very, very beautiful and adorable, yet not even exposing any part of their body. So that's what actually drew me into learning how to make those dresses I love.
Okay.
Not just for myself, but for people.
Okay.
People who would love to dress like that too.
Who love to look modest.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
I get. Yes.
And what drew me into marketing, actually, it's not really like I grew up in an environment where everybody sells.
Mm-hmm.
But then I actually grew up somewhere where, to some extent, for a while, our cravings were satisfied.
Okay.
It get to sometimes where life happened and our cravings could no longer be satisfied. You just have to feed on what was available.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, although some people get to adapt, but I was still very young. I think I was 16 years old then. I was a SS3 student.
When you started marketing?
Yes, when I started marketing, I was
Wow.
in SS3. So I was like, how am I going to adapt? And I happened to grow in a place where Islamic knowledge were instilled in us from childhood. So I couldn't find any more reasonable and morally upright answer than marketing. So I just had to go because that was the only option left for me in particular. That's how I ventured into retailing. Yes, I get from wholesalers, then I retail.
Yeah.
Get from wholesalers, I retail. So basically, that's how everything began.
Okay, now as a law student, what unique perspective does your legal background? Yes, I believe you have a legal background as a law student.
Yes.
What unique perspective does your legal background brings to your business as a whole?
Legal.
The fashion and the marketing of a thing.
Okay,
Yes.
so basically I'm actually a 300 level student. That's like 3 years into law and stuff. So basically it's actually been a nice ride having to be a law student. They just sum it up that legal rights when it comes to business. Legal right, like business law, right? So I get to know when a customer is infringing upon my rights, because the saying that goes like customers are always right is not actually true. Like it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
And that's because I know my own rights, and I know the rights of my customer. And for me, knowing these things, I try as much as possible not to infringe upon their own rights as a customer, and I also try to draw the limits where they cannot infringe upon my rights as a service provider or as a marketer. So basically, I think that's legal framework came into my business, and it has actually helped me a lot in keeping my customers in customer zone and some in friend zone. It's actually really helped me a lot.
You know, everybody have their place.
Yes, everybody knows their place. And when they tell me they try to make me feel like, okay, and you're not supposed to do this to me because I'm a customer. And I tell them, no, I know this thing.
Yeah, I asked that question because I know you're a law student.
Yeah,
I know how law students can be.
There was even one customer that told me, you are too upright to be a marketer. You are too expressive to be a marketer. And I told him, actually, business is all about communication. So why do you feel you can communicate to me and I cannot communicate to you because you are exchanging my service for money? Basically, that's actually been the whole thing.
Okay, so Fati, how do you manage to balance your studies as a law student with running a business?
God, it's not really been easy. I won't even lie to you. It's not been easy. As a multi-marketer and also a service provider, I would tell you one of my very, very worst experience, especially in school. There was one time I went really, really broke, which is unusual for a marketer. I went really, really broke and I told myself, why? What happened? I looked around. Everything I wanted to sell, it wasn't a seasonal time to sell wearables. I can't venture into perfume because the perfume owner was out of stock. So I was like, okay, should I just start selling food?
Oh my God.
I just started selling food because basically that was all I could lay my hands on. So I just had to get masa. I don't know. This masa, we in northern part of Nigeria call it masa, right? So I started making masa. Okay. I started making it weekends. I take it to Samaru and Shika. I take it to Shika too. Also, I did that for like a semester. But guess what?
What?
My CGP dropped. Like, seriously, my CGP actually dropped very, very much. I was so embarrassed at home. And I was like, people were like, it's not as if you are doing business to live. You're just doing it as something extra. It's not as if you not do business, you not survive. Exactly. Yeah. You have to leave this business, whatever. My daddy was angry.
Oh my
goodness. So basically I stopped doing that business because I felt, okay, this food business is like it's actually going to take much of my time. And even if it wasn't the one affecting my studies, it's going to look like it's the one affecting my studies.
Yeah.
So I just dropped that one. So after that, I really haven't had any bad experience being a marketer of wearables, in the fact that I don't provide fashion services in school. I only sew at home, but in school I do marketing. I affiliate for others. Basically in school that's what I do. I actually affiliate for others. So I just have to post using my social media handles, doing some ads on Facebook, on Instagram. Then sometimes I don't even see the goods myself. I just try to connect the customers to the wholesalers, then the transaction just happens and I just get my own profit from it. So it's actually not really been that cumbersome or stressful like that. It's just about having to manage my time properly so it doesn't conflict with my priority at the moment.
I get. So would you say you have grown? Like looking back, you told me you started from SS3, right?
Yes, 2017.
2017. Yes. So would you say like you have grown if you look back and see that FRT Teams collection in 2017 and 2024? What would you say? Have you grown?
Yeah, like basically the end product of venturing into business actually grow. And to tell you the fact, if I haven't grown, I wouldn't still be in this business sort of thing. I wouldn't be in this industry of entrepreneurship or anything. I have grown and grown and grown to my own amazement. Like I never even thought something I just started just because I want to eat shawarma when I want to eat shawarma, and when I want to take ice cream, I am able to take ice cream when I want to take ice cream.
Yes, without depending on anyone.
And look at me today. Like I can say a lot of achievements I've gotten for myself without having to disturb anybody, even when there is somebody to disturb. Like I don't feel like I can actually handle things on my own, and that's even still now that I'm still schooling. Same or when I start to venture into this industry, like as a whole, without having to balance between studies or whatever. Seriously, I've grown a lot.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Okay, now have you ever find yourself in a situation where a customer isn't satisfied with what he or she ordered for?
Yes. Although it's actually rare, but I don't think it's totally, I can't tell you that it's totally avoidable for this kind of situations to happen. Even though these things are not entirely your fault, some customers still feel like, because when you show pictures to people, picture have a way of enhancing some products, and sometimes it has a way of reducing some products. So the customers tend to feel like, okay, what I'm ordering should be 101% the same thing So even as a human being, when you take pictures, it actually looks different than you in person. Exactly. So basically, customers get to tell you, okay, this is actually similar, but this is not exactly what I ordered for. And you get to be like, oh, sorry, but I think the problem is the fact that you looked at the picture and wanted the picture, like you wanted what was in the picture and not the goods actually. So how I tend to talk to my customers, I just have to make them understand, okay, this is what happened. But then most times when I get bulk orders of stuff like this, I tend to call my customers on a video call, then show them their product before sending it to the pack, so we don't have issues whatsoever. Where issues have arrived, actually people who buy little, like in pieces, and I just have to apologize and tell them sorry about this. And so far, it's been good. It's been okay.
Okay, so what challenges have you faced or currently facing?
Challenges in terms of business. Okay, basically the challenge I think everybody knows who knows me. Everybody who knows me knows that this challenge is a challenge for me. It is in terms of transporting my goods. Like the situation at the park and drivers, trade unions, and not helping entrepreneurs. It's not even me alone. Like I'm in a group where we all gather as entrepreneurs, and seriously, it doesn't say well of drivers and all these transport unions. They are not helping, aside the fact that they have to make you pay exorbitant prices for just, it's not even up to a kg of load. You will still have to follow up for your goods. Sometimes they won't even call the customers. They would be waiting for customers to call them. Sometimes they will keep your stuff at the park and they'll be like, okay, this person has had enough loads to transport, so we cannot give him your load, so we have to wait for the next driver that will be coming tomorrow. So basically that's what has been a major challenge in my life as a business owner.
It's just this one that has to be transportation, drivers and all of those stuff.
That's just it.
Okay, do you mind sharing your success story with us? So far so good.
Story.
Yes.
Okay, yes. One basic success story I'm always boasting about is the fact that a lot of people actually look up to me as an entrepreneur. A lot of people actually look up to me, and this is evident from the numbers of emails I have gotten. Emails to come and speak in occasions I don't know if in 10 years from now I can even step my foot into that kind of place. I have been invited by people of my age cannot even stand where they are. I have stood there, communicated with them, shared ideas, and people have been able to implement my own ideas and made it a success. It's something I actually feel very, very big about, the fact that my own ideas are being implemented and it's actually growing big. Seriously, those stories are actually really, really nice.
It's a big deal.
Seriously.
It is a big deal.
Serious.
So, future vision. Where do you see yourself? Law is 5 years, right?
Yes.
So law school 1 year. Okay, law school 1 year. Okay, you have like 3 years left. Yeah. So where do you see yourself in the next 6 years?
6 years?
Yes, from now, where do you see yourself? Where do you see Team's Collection?
Okay, myself or Team's Collection, because these are actually two things.
No, where do you see yourself entirely? You know, you are a law student. I don't know whether you want to practice. I don't know whether you want to just keep up with your entrepreneurship. Okay. So where do you see yourself in the next 6 years?
Okay, according to the legal professional conduct, actually, as a practicing lawyer, you're not allowed to venture into a business. As a practicing lawyer.
Really?
Yes, you're not allowed to venture into a business except you don't want to practice. So basically, I'm still trying to look and strike the balance between having to practice then having somebody running my business. Although I would have to create ideas, then hand it over to somebody to implement. So basically in the next 6 years, I see myself as a lawyer, a practicing lawyer making waves in the legal industry. And I also see myself as a motivator to young entrepreneurs. A motivator in the sense that I create avenues for young entrepreneurs to create ideas and help them implement them in my own possible ways, and also be a marketer in my own little way, allowed by the professional conduct act and all.
Okay, so what lessons have you learned so far as far as your business, marketing and fashion is concerned? What lessons have you learned so far?
Okay, so far I've actually learned that people are your success story and people are your assets as a human being. People are an asset more than houses and cars. People, you have to have learned that valuing people, respecting people, holding people genuinely, firmly will take you places that you never ever on your own think you can even pull through to go there. Basically, that's just everything I have learned. Relating with people good would actually bring you something really good.
Yeah, I think somebody has said this to me, like it's not more than a month now. Somebody told me that people are your social capital.
Seriously.
He said you have to build a good relationship.
I'm telling you.
When that person was telling me, he said, look around you, see that your class, like the person you are just looking down on, if you should sit with them one day and communicate with them and see what they are actually doing, you will be surprised.
Yes.
Some of them just want to finish this degree.
And
they are doing excellently well. Just that they don't shout. They are silent achievers.
Seriously,
I can actually relate.
Are your assets.
I can actually relate to what you said.
So there are some really that's what I have actually learned, and I'm implementing that, and I'm seeing the results. It's been tremendously awesome.
Wow. So what advice do you have for young entrepreneurs like yourself, studentprenuers who want to succeed, who also want to become somebody that they will look up to and be like, I want to be like Tim's Collection, I want to be like this person. What advice do you have for them?
Okay, advice for young entrepreneurs is basically the fact that nothing is actually rosy. In this state of our economy right now, it's actually very, very hard for everyone, and the best anyone can do for themselves is to get something that pays them, no matter how little it is. Because even if you get somebody who will give you wouldn't be as joyful and happy when you make your own money. Somebody sometimes sends me money, but the money I get when my customers send for me, I feel so fulfilled. This is my money.
Sweat.
So basically, when you want to venture into entrepreneurship, you don't necessarily have to start big. You can start from anywhere. You can start without a capital. Like on my Facebook page, I have a number of times wrote a whole lot of things about businesses you can start with zero capital. It deals with providing services. You yourself, you are an entrepreneur. You can start from yourself. You can provide services. You can do a whole lot of things that require zero capital. Then you can eventually gather some capital to do something that actually requires capital. Yes. And you have to be consistent. Entrepreneurship is not all about making profits. There are sometimes you acquire losses, but then what matters is how you bounce back into the system and shake off every negative energy that tries to weigh you down. Yeah.
Okay, so Fati, as an entrepreneur who has been into this entrepreneurship journey since 2017,
yes,
what tips would you share with people? Like, I know people are making like mistakes. Should I say some people don't even see it as mistakes? Maybe if you highlight it now, they tend to understand that, okay, this is actually a mistake. Even if it is 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, basically one of the things that I have noted and I have tried so many times to correct entrepreneurs about is actually in terms of social media marketing. Social media marketing, if you won't be surprised when I tell you that most entrepreneurs post their products without price, and that's really that's a bad PR. That's a bad PR as an entrepreneur, because most people would want that particular thing, but they don't want to come to your DM because they feel like, okay, what if I don't have the money you requested? I would be embarrassed. Well, it's not everybody that will tell you, okay, I'll come back some other time, or some people will feel embarrassed. So when you tell them your price, whosoever has that money to be able to afford them would definitely come
Come
to your DM.
Yeah.
So you avoid the situation where somebody comes to your DM to start asking you questions. How much is this one?
Yeah.
Where is this one? You
have still even do it.
Exactly.
Despite the fact that like you posted the price.
Exactly. But then it would reduce the amount of people who would come to your DM making further inquiries. Especially with entrepreneurs that have other things doing. You have to just write every of your qualities online, then have anybody who is interested in that quality and quantity DM you. It will save you a whole lot of time having to explain to individual customers about stuff like that. So basically that's just it for social media marketing. And for real life, it just has to do with respecting your customers' views. Myself, there are situations where I have exchange words with my customers, but respectfully, not rudely. I tell them, okay, you have said this, let me say this, let's come together, let's shift grounds to make sure this thing actually works out. I talk to them respectfully, and at the end of the day, you see that, okay, even if they feel like, this girl, you are too expressive as an entrepreneur, you find them still wanting to come back because I have respected their own opinion. And I've tried to make them learn that this is how it should be and this is how it should be. So basically, that's just it.
Okay, listeners, Fatima is telling you that you should make sure you add your price. Avoid, come to my DM.
DM for price.
DM for price.
No,
She is telling you now as a social media person, please avoid DM. Yes, I understand there are instances, but as a young entrepreneur, please just make sure you add your price. Come to my DM, check your DM. DM for price is not nice at all. And she's also telling you should respect your customers. Yes, respect is very, very important. Okay, quickly before we round up the first segment of the podcast, how can people reach you? I know somebody somewhere is listening to you right now and they are like, I want to know this lady. Who is this PK? Oh my god, I want to look up to her too. Where can we find you?
Okay, I'm actually not a hidden person. I'm an extrovert. So if you want to find me, you will find me in minutes. I have social media handles on Facebook. I am Nana Fatima. On Instagram, I am Nana Fatima. On X, which was formerly Twitter, I am Nana Fatima. And my email, I don't know if there is a way for me to drop my email. And you can also reach me on WhatsApp. But basically, I'm always on Facebook. If you reach out to me on Facebook at Nana Fatima, I will definitely respond.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. So you can reach out. I love your brand consistency. I like it. Like if they want to see Nana Fatima, they search
everywhere. I'm Nana Fatima on LinkedIn.
I like
I'm Nana Fatima.
I like that consistency.
Thank you.
Okay, that is all. So far as the first segment of this podcast is concerned, we are looking into the impact of social media for studentpreneurs in this second segment of the podcast. Fati, how has social media influenced your journey as a studentpreneur?
Okay, social media has actually been my marketplace since 2017.
What? Are you telling me that ever since you're in... Oh my God.
I've never done any physical market. I have never been to any market in my life. I have never gone to anybody to say, buy this from me. I have never ever done that.
Even when you were selling your masa?
I have never ever done that. If you check my social media page, you will see my masa there.
Wow. So people you sold masa to,
yes,
like they ordered, you know. Oh my goodness.
They ordered. And basically I will tell you that, okay, masa, I saw them in Congo basically mostly, but we have this group on WhatsApp where everybody in Congo post their
we do have it too.
So I just post my masa there, and before you know, I'm getting 50 orders.
Wow.
70 orders.
No wonder CGPA drop.
Where do I have the time to go to my neighbor's room and say I am selling masa?
Yes.
No, I don't do
that.
So the social media has actually helped me a lot as a studentpreneur. In the fact that it helps to manage your time. All you have to do is just have data. Just post. Be consistent. Anything you're doing and you feel like it's not gaining engagement, it is just for the meantime. Like with Facebook particularly, that I have my own marketplace it's worked with a algorithm that you have to learn. So once you've mastered the algorithm, my dear, forget about it. You are going places on social media. And again, aside the visibility you get for your business, social media helps you to meet with people whom you would never ever in real life
Imagine,
think you
yeah.
would meet.
Yeah. And do you know people are underrating Facebook?
I don't know why.
And somebody will just say, you look like a Facebook kind of person. Yes, people do this and they see it as an insult. I have more online presence on Facebook, and I have met, let me say, the people I know today, most of them,
Beautiful
yes,
people.
I have sold my stuff on Facebook. I have never made a customer on Instagram. Yes, but I have sold a lot on Facebook.
To tell you, I've been on Instagram since 2019. I have never sold a piece of veil on Instagram.
Wow.
I have never sold
In fact,
a piece of veil on
Facebook is for
it's
me.
friendly.
Yes, and it's
really
affordable.
accessible.
And it's affordable.
Yes.
Even there is free mode.
Everybody can access Facebook.
Yeah.
Unlike Instagram that you have to do this. Instagram has placed a high standard that even small business owners cannot reach. But on Facebook, as a small business owner from your home, you can reach many people.
Yeah. So what strategies do you use to increase engagement with your audience?
Strategy, okay, it's actually fun, like posting about fun, because algorithm, once you learn about Facebook algorithm does not allow you to post business on because there is meta business. So if you want to post business on Facebook, you will have to post on Meta, using Meta to do ads. And you have to pay for those ads, which is going to be like you using your profits to make ads. So what I have actually done as a small business owner back in the days was posting for fun. When you post more for fun, you tend to attract people. There are some people whom your posts are not even appearing on their timeline. They go to search for your posts because they know that, okay, definitely you posted something interesting worth reading. So when you mix fun and business, it tends to increase your number of followers, your number of engagements, everything. Facebook likes people who build their community. So your consistency actually affects how they actually make your post go viral. When you're consistent, it means you're building their community, and in turn they're helping you build your own audience.
Okay, social media can be crazy sometimes. How do you deal with the negative comments or criticism on social media?
Negative comments?
Or you've never had one?
Is that even possible? Is that even possible?
I don't think I have ever had.
I'm
a peaceful somebody. I don't like wahala.
See, even if you are peaceful, there are people who
trigger
in their nature, they are annoying in their nature.
Yeah.
Come to talk of me, who can be so expressive, who can be so clear and cut. So basically, people want to put me in my place as a woman.
Yeah.
As a woman, you're not supposed to be this expressive.
Yeah.
As a woman, you're supposed to not talk back when somebody tries to talk down on you. But then I say no, because I'm selling does not make me less of a human. So when you try to make me feel less of myself, first, if you're a customer, I try to make you understand that this way is not the way to go. Even if you're angry, or you're making me understand that my opinion is actually wrong and it should not be out there because it actually leads other people astray. You're supposed to talk to me as a human and as a person, not belittle me. Then when you don't take what I say as reasonable, I just block you off.
Wow.
Seriously, I just block you off. But if you are not my customer and you try to abuse me, I will block you. I will not even say anything about calling you. I will first block you. Because I believe as human beings, we don't have to talk down on each other for us to accept, or just, we don't even have to accept each other's opinion. We just have to stay away from it if it's going to cause any havoc to your relationship. Basically, that's what I do. When I see posts that doesn't tally with my own belief, my own, I just go away from it, because I want to establish, and I also want to keep going the relationship I have with that person.
So what emerging social media trends are you excited about, and how do you plan to leverage them?
Emerging social media trend.
Actually,
this whole business video stuff of, I think, doing videos with what you sell, what you do,
pack orders with me,
stuff like that. So those social media trend, that video trend of a thing, like I told you, most times I affiliate. So it's not really my thing to have physical products except when I sew my own personal things, my personal clothes, which I don't do in school. So all those videos I tend to like just save them for when I get home. So I can learn from it and put them out too, because gradually life is evolving. As it evolves, we need to evolve. With it. So we need to catch up with the trend, however possible. So,
are you on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I opened accounts about 5 months ago.
But you are not active.
I have never posted a
because all these pack orders with me. It's mostly on TikTok. You get to see all these people. And a lot of entrepreneurs are actually leveraging TikTok.
TikTok is actually becoming very, very big in the industry. And it's helping almost all aspects of all industries. Talk about legal, farming, agriculture, business, entrepreneur. You go to TikTok, you find them
I see people like doctors.
You find them. In as much as we want to like, just write, read, life has gone past the nerdy part. So we need to merge fun and entertainment and learning together to be able to scale through this hard economy in Nigeria.
I get. Okay, so Fatima, it has been an amazing time with you.
Thank you.
I want your last word. I want you to give a last word. What advice would you give to other studentpreneurs who are looking forward to building a strong social media presence?
Okay,
just something brief.
Okay, something brief. All I would say is you just need to start. Anything in this life it begins with a start. You need to just begin, open a social media account, and basically what you have to do, you need to respect yourself. Anywhere I go in this life, I tell people, please respect yourself, because if you don't respect yourself, you are going to attract people who can disrespect people a lot. Now that is not your targeted audience. You don't want to attract disrespectful people. People you want to attract are reasonable people who are going to patronize your business. So anything you do, make sure you channel everything you do on social media to your targeted audience, people you want to connect with, people you want to find to. So for you to connect with this kind of people, you have to be that kind of a person yourself, because golds do not attract stones. Golds attract golds. So basically that's just it. Please respect yourself on social media so you can attract respectful people.
Like I said, it has been an amazing time with you, Fatima.
Thank you
so much for coming on my podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, hustlers, that's all we have for today. I hope this episode ignites your entrepreneurial fire. You have learned a whole lot from Fatima. Rate and review this podcast using the hashtag Campus Hustlers on all social media platforms. If you're yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button now. Until next week, stay hungry, stay focused, and keep hustling. Bye-bye.
Campus Hustlers with Fatima Zakaria.